Good morning, everybody. What's cracking? We got Jesus and Lucci pending. It's about 5-6 minutes after the hour. So those guys will come trickling in. We all of us usually are here by about 6:15 Pacific Standard Time, 9:15 Eastern Standard Time. Today on the economic data radar, you've got already out. So you've got the ADP employment report is out. Kathleen O'Neill speaking at 10 o'clock Eastern. Factory orders and ISM service index at 10 o'clock. You got more Fed, Jeffrey Schmid, Michelle Bauman, and then petroleum at 10:30. I think today we get, Thursday we get Fed balance sheet. So tomorrow and Friday is going to have should have a little bit of catalyst. I don't know how much we'll get today, but just don't forget to put on your radar or at least set an alarm when there's an economic number. Yesterday, if you weren't paying attention and you sized up in front of jolts the wrong direction, you ran into some trouble.
Good morning. Good morning.
Hey, Jay. So, guys, in addition to what you see on my screen when they pan over to me, so you got you got my beautiful face here that you can see, and then they're also going to put up what my positions are. There they are. So this is a small account. I'm scalping it. I started a couple of weeks ago with like 20 grand. So we're like 43 right now. So the idea here is I'm going to not only just talk you guys through trades, I'm actually taking these trades as well. So we want you to see these guys. You'll see this account up, you'll see it down. The idea is to get this thing over initially 100K, at least like a $1.25 is kind of where I'm trying to get to. I'd like to get this thing to 250 by the end of the year. I don't like to put time frames on it because putting time frames on something then makes you make decisions or forces you into decisions that you don't want to make, right? So the idea is eventually is to get this account over a mill, and the idea is to do it here with you guys live. We'll do it the Bill O'Reilly way. We'll do it live so you can see it happening and how I go about it. It's always been one of those things that traders with small accounts come in and say it can't be done, I can't do it, blah blah blah, etc. Somebody's having connectivity issues. That's got to be Lucci. SPY getting a bounce here this morning. Don't know how far we'll look on it, but like I said, you've got some of that data coming out this morning. Jay, I know you've got some really interesting stuff that I was just kind of peeking at on the Steamroom stream and saw some people oogling the McElliott info. So what do you got for us this morning?
McElliott, basically what we've been talking about, he kind of puts it in more complicated terms now, but he obviously, he's the guru of quant positioning and stuff like that at a Nomura. But here I saw Pete posted a little interesting blurb there as well. I like his terminology better than ours. We've been calling this tightening of financial conditions the greater forces at play, is how we've been relating to them. He calls it the invisible hand. I kind of like that better. But here is basically just a quick synopsis of McElliott. Takeaway. Hold on a second. Here we go. All right, so basically, anybody. Oh, can you guys could see that? I don't know if it shows on the screen that well. I thought it'd be bigger than that. If you're bullish here, even if you're bearish, you got to be careful of a squeeze because of how washed out short-term sentiment is, how oversold just the price action has been. But it all comes down to, again, what McElligott calls that invisible hand, which is tightening of financial conditions. Again, credit spreads widening out, rates higher, dollar stronger. That all go into financial conditions. But the way he phrases it here is equity bulls either need to see rates chill out, potentially via some bad economic data, which would be good for assets, equities, or a Fed shocker like YCC, which is yield control. If this U.S. Treasury sell-off were to get sloppier from here, possibly lead to some Fed intervention, and obviously that'll stopgap, at least put a Band-Aid on the issue, and equities catch a bid, being that things are so washed out. So that's what it comes down to. And as you guys know, we've been queuing off of the credit markets as far as on an intraday time basis here. If we see credit spreads starting to, again, I want to use the terminology that can make sense to everybody. It's a little complicated with the tightening and widening. But basically, if credit spreads aren't confirming any sort of bounce or rally in the market, that's something that Ronchero and Lucci have been doing a great job of over the past, 2 weeks, shorting every little bump up, right? We've seen no sweeper call buying into these bounces. Credit hasn't confirmed any of these bounces, maybe a couple off the open that lasted a little bit, but that's the extent of it. So what we would be looking for is you want to see sweeper and credit confirmation of any potential rally. If it's there, it's worth participating in, especially now with tactical sentiment on buy signal. But if it's not, again, you want to either stay away or look to short any bump up on an intraday time frame. Okay, and bigger picture than that, I know, again, a lot of people may be, you don't hear about them these days as much, but equity only or long only, the prudent, if you haven't been doing much of anything, you've been doing the right job. That's what you're supposed to be doing in this environment. Build watch list, build a hit list, have some names to target when conditions improve. And then when we get there, you're ready to fire and you're going to have the bullets to do so. But you don't, what McElligott refers to as that invisible hand, and we call those greater forces at play. You just don't want to get in the middle of that. The problem is you don't know when it comes to an end, right? You don't know how and when it will come to an end. It took SIVB to go down for the Fed to pivot, right? It took the UK bond market to crack back in October for us to see the lows in that bear market. So something gives, something happens, then you get that turn of momentum, and you want to be able to take advantage of that. So, but that's my spiel for the morning. Again, I sound like a broken record over the past couple of weeks, but that's all I got.
When you talk about treasuries selling, where does one go look to see treasuries selling?
Right. So basically, when you hear financial conditions, there are a couple little different types of indexes. There are several financial conditions indexes out there that are a little different from each other, but basically the same premise. You see me post the Goldman one more regularly. That's the more foggy walled one. Bloomberg has one as well. The makeup of financial conditions, when you hear that term, there are a couple things that go into it. Dollar strength, equity strength or weakness. These are the criteria.
TXY, you're saying?
So the things you want to look at that make up financial conditions are obviously rates. You can look, again, just simple quote would be a TNX, which people brought
TNX
yesterday.
TLT.
Yep. You can look at just, again, simple TLT. If you look at a chart of that, you can see what's been the problem. Yep. We like to look at even the other ETFs, which is the HYG, JNK. So that's high yield and junk bond markets. Corporate bond market would be LQD. So, simply you can put them up on here if you have TradingView or TOS and take a glance at it as you're seeing rallies and sell-offs and see if they are confirming that move. Another thing we like to look at, not to get too complicated, but you see me talk about this often, LQD-IEF. It's a ratio chart, and you get a good idea of what credit spreads are looking like on an intraday level. Okay. Otherwise, for real-time pricing of financial conditions and credit default swap stuff like that, you need a Bloomberg terminal. Otherwise, you're not getting it.
Easy. How much does that thing cost? Is it like 20 grand a month?
It's funny because I was looking to get it again at the home office. I was spoiled at the regular office. But yeah, it's up there. It's more money now than when we had it at the office.
That's it's like you just add it to your cell phone bill.
Yeah, it's it's a write-off too. So yeah, that's the incentive. But you really listen. If you're going to use the Bloomberg terminal, you need to get use out of it, and there's no reason to use anything else. You can't use all the things we like to use and a Bloomberg terminal. It's just
how much is that shit now? It's 2,000 still, right?
How much?
How much is it now?
20,000. No?
It's 20 racks a month?
I'm guessing. I thought it was 20K a month. We used to have, when I was a broker, we had one in our office, and you fought like cats and dogs.
No, I guess when I spoke to him, about
it's 2,000 a month. It's 2,000 a month. That's what it is. Definitely.
Oh, a month. 20,000 a year. I was saying for the simple But there are a lot of now. They got so many things you can add on to it, which is incredible. If you're into sentiment positioning, and then it gets up there, There
was a dude that came to the office that created supposedly the competing product to the Bloomberg terminal, more or less.
What's the name of it?
I forget what the name is. I'm gonna dig it up. And I'll
send
it
money something
like that. Some dude came to the office to pitch it or whatever, and
it's it's decent, but it's not Bloomberg. You know what I mean? It's not Bloomberg.
All right.
But you also have, what's really cool about it that a lot of my guys that are still in the office use it. You get these like institutional kind of chat rooms. You know what I mean? Where money managers are communicating throughout the day across the globe. So you get an idea of what's going on, which is really cool.
They're morons anyway.
But yeah, in times like this, like you hear about certain shit going on in the world, and you find out on CNBC, Bloomberg, or the news later on.
Indeed.
It's worth it, but like I said, it's not cheap. It's not cheap.
All right, what are we looking at this morning? So I was looking at that gap down on oil. I can't find any news, but I was thinking about again shorting XOM, and then the only other trade I was thinking about is if these bonds rally. Maybe hit that Boeing again long. Those are the two best ideas I got this morning. What do y'all got?
Lucci, the only thing, so I don't mind that, right? So now all of a sudden it's kind of like what we keep seeing. So if money's going to come out of oil, does it go into tech? Probably very temporary for the day, which is fine, which would probably be a nice trade. The other thing is you've got petroleum reports today, like you do every Wednesday at 10:30 Eastern. So you just got to remember that number is going to come out. So don't be crazy long or short in front of it.
I see Nico talking about my mic again. It's what I figured out what the problem is, I think.
What is that?
It's not because it works well in the room on Zoom. I think this new Figma-jigger we're using, okay, what's it called? Live
Restream.
You guys have 10 different things going on. How do I get it to switch to my Yeti mic? I think it's on the computer mic. You understand?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me see.
So you can, Jay. That's not that hard to fix, but I'll let Nico walk you through it.
Muted myself. That's not good. Here, I got it. See?
This dude is so excited. So excited.
I got it. Look at this.
Our boy's getting so big, Lucci.
Testing. How's that?
They're saying that your voice is soft and Lucci and ours is loud and booming.
It's still light?
No, you're good.
Oh, okay.
You're good.
Nico was saying I was going. Well, I wasn't good. Nico, how's that better? I think I had to switch it over. I just did.
I mean, I'm hearing you just fine over here.
Ask the people what they think.
Yeah. Where are the people? People, how am I sounding, people?
Ask the peoples.
So far, relief here on SPY here this morning. We got up to about 423 and fading off from the highs here a little bit off the open. If you look at most names, we're kind of up and down nothing, more or less. So if you look at, if we take a look at the banks, obviously the banks got crushed yesterday. Goldman Sachs had a fucking 13-point move down, which is pretty wild. Bank of America didn't fare too well either. Some of the big, the JPM is obviously the stronger one. Schwab got hit with tons of put activity yesterday.
Yes, they did.
That's been going on for a while too, Luch, right? I mean, that's...
Yeah. And then if you look at the techs here, we're kind of up and down. I think there was news on Apple. What was the news on Apple? Somebody give me the news on Apple. Microsoft had a horrible day yesterday. I think it was down a good 8 or 10 or something like that. But other than that, I mean, you got names red and green here off the open here. So, and again, I think it's just going to go quiet because of obviously what happened yesterday. And then we gotta watch bonds, man. I was asking in the room, like, what's the best place to look at bonds? Like, I just look at TLT. Is that good enough? What are y'all looking for?
Yeah, I responded back to you, but you probably didn't see it. TNX, if you want to know what rates are doing.
Okay.
TNX is the
TNX
ETF symbol, yeah.
TNX.
So did you see this? This is from Larry McDonald, Luch, on Bank of America. He posted yesterday. He had a video speaking of that Bloomberg chat room with institutions. U.S. Treasuries at 5%, Bank of America is close to 45 times levered. At 6 to 7%, infinitely levered. So this is what the problem is with these banks, what they're worried about with rates. Their leverage goes up significantly as interest rates go higher.
Yeah. Jesus, do me a favor. On your screen, can you hide the sharing thing? There's a hide button right there. Yep, there you go. There you go. You're good to go now.
Okay.
So I'm seeing a headline on Apple that there's an insider who sold 23 million. Let's just go check that. Check the headlines here on InViz and see what I come up with.
Oh, Dimitri's back. Good morning. Liquidity is leaving the system at all levels. Did you cover your whole Q position, or are you still holding? New American saying Cook sold 48 million. Yo, by the way, that book came out that I was waiting for. Michael Lewis book. I'm buying that shit right now.
Oh, he wrote a new book? Well, what's this one about?
It's all about the FTX shit.
Oh.
It's all about the FTX shit. So I'm going to buy this shit right now.
So, Apple insider selling on October 3rd, Catherine Adams, SVP GC, and secretary sold 11.2 million. Deirdre O'Brien, SVP, sold 11.2 million. Timmy Cook sold 41.5 million.
Everybody's hitting the eject button all over the yard.
So those guys bailed. Upgrade to somebody's talking about a downgrade. I'm looking for a downgrade. I don't see a downgrade on Apple. Apple. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything about a downgrade.
Yeah, maybe could be for tax.
Downgraded today. Lack of growth catalysts, but I'm still. So I got a blurb, but I don't see the actual headline. So if somebody's got it, post it.
All right, I just bought that FTX book, but somebody's saying Michael Lewis got roasted on Twitter. Why did he get roasted? What did he? I didn't see him on 60 Minutes. People still fucking watch 60 Minutes. Dimitri, meanwhile, just got back from Santorini and covered. The boy is popping around the world here while trading fucking heavy ass naked calls.
That's what you're supposed to do. Good job.
I fucking love it.
The guy reminds me of who's that trader in Wall Street, the original Gordon Gekko?
What, Bud Fox?
No. But Fox was a piker, and this was his
What
main
is
trader.
Fox?
Remember,
His
he's like,
main trader.
while we were talking here, I begged. What was it
Oh,
again?
Ali,
Yeah.
the puffy guy.
Yeah, he's puffy. Steamroom members, you probably saw me post this yesterday, but here's an update. Okay, CTAs, look at that. I mean, onslaught of selling has been weighing on this market for a couple weeks. They're almost done here. By the end of this week, CTAs, all that supply is going to be gone. I just posted the chart with some updated numbers. So they've done that. That concern of that supply is now gone. That could even end up being an extremely bullish thing if they start to get aggressively short, which is a strong possibility if this market remains volatile. The problem, though, I had the good news and then I give you the bad news. The bad news is that VIX control crowd we've been talking about, that if this VIX sustains a bid, hold on, let me get that chart. This is what you have ahead of you if VIX sellers can't grab the ball rather quickly. Okay, where am I here? God damn it, I get lost. Here I am. Here's that VIX control crowd. So you can see they haven't even budged.
Just like Dimitri.
Yeah, look at that.
When Dimitri's our tell, right? When he
Dimitri's
freaking
our secret weapon.
when he gets the Oreo and freaking twists it, we know.
The Oreo.
No. But Dimitri, I just compared you to freaking John Malkovich in Rounders.
Gamma Gang, Gamma Gang's been super bearish for the last couple of weeks.
I don't have this trade.
I don't have this trade.
ISIS.
That's one of my favorite accents, the Russian accent. I wish I could just. You think if I practice enough, I can have that, or an English accent?
Just don't.
I can't, right? I got to get rid of this Brooklyn accent. It's impossible to get rid of. I can't get rid of it.
No, man, never do that, bro. That's never.
You get tired of it all your life.
Nah, man. Who's getting tired of it? Ain't nobody. This
Me.
XOM,
I don't care about anybody else. I'm tired.
already printing 114, man. I feel like my short disappeared. I'm gonna have to wait for a rally on the XOM. So that's like I said, two best ideas for today are the long BA if we do rally, and the short XOM. That's all I got, more or less. And then I suppose, of course, if we keep selling here, just fucking put on the bag short.
Exactly. That's all I'm looking for.
Put on the bag short here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same shit.
Meant to be a hedge. Gamma Gang of Anthem just talking about they're still in there short and they're getting worried they're overstaying their welcome. But they've been bearish for a while.
Gamma gang.
All right, we're off here.
We are off.
Everybody put the blinkers on. Back to work.
Bank's getting a little bounce, but I'm wondering if if they just flush them out again.
Totally possible.
The one that I like that has catch up to do is BX.
BX. What is that? That's
Yeah.
Baxter? Is that Baxter? What is
Blackstone.
BlackRock.
That's Blackstone.
Blackstone. Sorry, not BlackRock.
BlackRock is BLK.
Semiconductors look weak.
Where did my charts go? Oh, here they are.
Where's Nvidia? Up a point and a half, which is nothing.
The one
Usually
that
you get a gap up. Say
the
that
one
again.
that I like to pick on is SMCI. And it's had a nice run.
Yeah.
So when they flush that out, they usually get a nice move. Yesterday, it had a nice move down.
Do you trade stock in it, or do you actually go for the options?
No, the options, but you've got to go like at least a week out. So I can't even look at this week's. I got to look at next week's, and the bid-ask spread sucks. So you just got to pick a spot and hold your nose. Easier said than done.
All right. Oh, hold on, do it.
249 on that Tesla. Take a look at the Tesla here. It's pretty fucking XOM dumped out 113.70 here. Finally, big flush on the XOM.
Ooh, look at that.
I can't even mess with this thing. Tesla pop here 249.
Let me take a look here. I'm gonna queue some up.
It's fucking XOM. Good lord. The options haven't even opened yet.
Okay. Weak sauce. Come on, market maker, get your shit together. Yeah, they don't even let you get a fucking crack at it. All right. Scaredy cats.
Scaredy cats.
So ES went in the overnight and tagged that fib at 42.37.5. Got poked a little bit below there. Just below it is the 200-day moving average plus a year-to-date anchored VWAP. So it got to that little area and it found some electricity in the fence, getting a little bounce.
It found some electricity.
I don't know. Where does he pull
in
this
the
shit out of his
fence.
ass? I don't know where he comes up with this shit.
Dimitri in the chat, has there been short naked plus 400 calls December 24th since July? Who knows what will happen? Some credible people are predicting a melt up in the indices, but how liquidity is dropping at such a fast pace. I mean, Dimitri, you're up what on those short calls?
It's got to be. He's been hanging out in
50%.
Santorini, looking at girls.
XOM guys, god damn. The 113 and change, they flushed it out already. Options just opened. I'm still looking for a bounce that ain't coming. Still looking for a bounce that ain't coming.
Come here.
Either the CBOE's having data issues or it's really, really light action over early on here. It's on the active lines.
Where is? I'm going to grab 100 short of this XOM if I can get filled.
Dimitri is saying almost 300K profit was there with the wife. So only looking at girls from the corner of my eye. Attaboy. 113 flat on XOM. Fucking trade disappeared from me.
Yep. I'm getting roasted right here too.
JPM, you got some October puts, decent size that does cover earnings on the 13th. JPM reports.
Come here, you fucker. All right, I got filled on these at $1.30. I got 100 of them. The XOM 113 puts. I'm just looking for a scalp on this. But they're putting pressure.
Tesla weekly 250s. Seeing a little play. Calls.
God damn it. Yeah, man. Shit is. I'm looking for a bounce. If they bounce this thing a point, I'll short the piss out of it. That's the only.
If it shows any wiggle at all, I'm out. But I'm just going to try and scalp this and see if they flush it out here.
Credit looking okay off the open.
All right, I'm just going to scalp that real quick and stack a little bit. I don't know how the fuck I got this little SPY call in there. I'm going to get rid of that. I don't know how that fucking showed up. Sell one. Where's the position, guys? Fucking IP. I got to get used to this new way of dealing with this. How come it doesn't show my position? Quantity, 1.
All right, guys, we have Ranchero's positions up as well, so you guys can see that he is shooting on the XOM. I don't have anything going on yet because I don't want to chase this, even though it was probably a good chase. The options opened up, the ones that I'm looking at, they opened up at 160 and went to about $2.
CCL, some cheapies. So you got some cheap short hedging out there, call side, playing off some strength.
Take a look at this Microsoft. A nice 3-point bounce so far on Microsoft. Very impressive. Very impressive.
Wind power. Is this coming from?
Banks, you got banks in put action here early on. Again, you have earnings. I don't know, but November.
When do earnings start? When do earnings start?
Next week. No? Or
Fuck,
wait.
they start next week already?
Yeah, it's getting close.
Fuck.
So you got
Yo,
Bank of America seeing put activity as well here, November's. I think JP Morgan reports on the 13th.
Crude futures on the lows of the day down close to 3% at 86.75. We've seen bond yields continue to back off.
All right, I'm flat.
Seen yesterday, holding below 4.75% in the U.S. 10-year. That has afforded U.S. stocks to open higher.
All right, here's your pop on Exxon. Maybe you got a shot at reshorting it.
And the
yes,
Nasdaq
sir.
75.
Yes, sir.
114 scan. I got queued up.
I'm gonna start super small. Now you guys see I got a position on. I started super small with a 5 lot here. Yo, that BA also back over 190 here. So I'm gonna buy a 10 lot of the BA. And remember, these are my
had some strength.
two ideas for the day.
I forgot about BA. Let me
Yo,
see here.
251 on the fucking Tesla here. That shit is moving. Whoever bought those
You want me to
calls,
flip over to Tesla? Let's take a look. Oh shit!
take a look, man. Amazon looking good. Meta here. Let's take a look at Nvidia. Nvidia, nothing, man. So semis don't look too hot. Yo, these banks are still fucking weak, yo.
Yeah, this looks like shit.
Sadness.
Cold diarrhea on a paper plate.
Microsoft, November 345s in the suite.
Hey man, if they're coming for tech, I'm fine with that today. Some of this stuff already at spots, like the 8. Microsoft is at the 8.
Yeah, you got a little small buy program coming into the Qs, NASDAQ related shit.
What the fuck is wrong with Lockheed?
And some more VIX selling.
Look at this Lockheed, man.
Holy
He's got a
shit.
point. Man's got a point. Let's take a look at oil. Oil is slightly bouncing here a little bit.
Yeah, it's the big names here. I'm in a little TQQQ for a scalp.
Oh, Jesus, got a position here. All right.
All right,
I'm trading equity, guys. Just heads up, because I know everybody's so used to options on this. SMCI, Lucci, what are they buying here? That's a semi. Oh, weeklies again in the money.
Yo, they fucking look at this Tesla 253, yo. I looks fucking strong as shit. Meanwhile, they can't even put a bid under this fucking Boeing. Come on, give me a pop on this fucking oil. All right, Nvidia here. You just got some call buying here. There's 440s here.
Yeah,
So maybe now they start to. Maybe now they start to bid up here. SPY at pre-market highs. I wouldn't get too married to the long side right now.
No,
even though stuff does look interesting.
No, it's a bad idea. I don't mind scalping it, but we are due for a bounce. It'd be nice, but
So it looks like you got some SPY calls here, 425s here as well.
And we got some economic data coming as well.
Yep.
Oh, so what is that? 10 a.m.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I just posted at 10 a.m.
Fucking no jolts. Is it joltsies?
Jolts was beautiful, dude. That was
You ever have the soda Jolts? Wasn't it Jolts?
Jolts.
That stuff was like cracking a can. You remember that?
It's like drinking lava.
Yo, Dimitri here calling out the fucking. Yo, check this shit. Check this shit, Rancho.
I'm seeing it.
You know what I'm saying? I'm very curious to how you would structure it. Do you start small? Do you just dump it in there? I like the idea of it. I like the fucking idea of it, for sure. For sure.
Think about Dimitri. Dimitri, are you where are you based, bro? Dimitri
He's
Van
in Europe.
Camp.
He's in Europe, bro.
He's got it, right? Where are you?
He's in Europe.
Are you Dutch, bro?
No, he's Yugoslavian, I think, right?
He's in Europe.
Van Camp? Isn't that like Van Platt? What's the freaking Sound of Music family?
I don't know. I'm thinking of Castlevania right now.
Van Traps. He's like a Van Trap.
No, he's not Czechoslovakian. Didn't he say? Yugoslavian. One of the other.
Yeah, he's saying that, yes, I would start very small and
Belgium, okay.
and I
Zero
don't
capital
leverage
gains
much,
tax.
if at all.
Now,
He's
please
born and
don't-
based in Belgium, guys.
Belgium. God,
0% capital
in.
gains.
I was
Rub it
close.
in.
0% capital gains. BA is not a fucking long at this moment in time. I'm going to dump that for a small loss.
You're listening to Trade the News.
You're
There she goes again.
You're listening to Trade the News.
All right, let's just take a walk through the club here.
Fades. So Tesla made it to the 21, and then if you use anchors, Tesla made it right almost to the freaking penny
Yeah.
to the anchor off of this high. I mean, it's uncanny. Those of you who believe in my witchcraft, that's fine, but the shit works again and again and again. So there you go. Look at that. Again, yesterday I got you within 10 cents and 11 cents on the long and short side. And this morning on this Tesla, 252.77, the number was at 252.68. Not bad for working at the DMV.
Check out this Rivian.
Rivian. Oh yeah, moving a little.
We got a pop here on the Rivian. Market looks fucking dry to me, bro.
Yeah, sluggish. It's sluggish.
Now you got 15 minutes ish for the numbers, and then
All right.
half an hour after that you got petroleum. So that might be the opportunity on oil. Lucci is that number.
But you got October bull sweep ON semiconductor on semi.
ON, yeah.
Did they hit that hard? Wow, 89. Nice little pullback there.
I mean, overall, the tape on NVIDIA AMD seems weaker than.
It's not great, right?
No, I mean, I don't. What are they buying? Flow wise, it's just a couple of these tech names. I'm trying to see price action wise. What the hell?
About a minute to the September final.
I mean, the market's kind of flattish.
As Chrissy Trades talking about Meta here, almost back to negative. Meta right now is a tough one.
Yeah, I agree.
What what did Apple do after that downgrade? So it almost recouped the whole thing. We're back to 172 here on the Apple.
Makes you wonder if those guys needed to buy stock, right?
Right.
Serves you right for listening to one of those analysts.
As Chrissy Trades talking about ARM. Remember these IPOs that came out, the ARM and what was the other one? The CART? CART? Yeah.
CART.
CART here down to 26 here. So did break $30. I mean,
the September final services and composite PMIs for the US in just a few seconds.
So you got some numbers coming out here.
BX looking weak. Let's look at the options on BX. What do we got on that?
I think overall here, most of us here, we don't have.
There's nothing exciting going on. Put it that way.
We don't have much of anything. This Tesla here picking back up to highs.
Composite 50.2, 1/10 higher than expected.
Spread. No volume. All right, never mind. BX. Don't like it.
No.
Options are shit.
Tobias is saying feels like they're doing the exact opposite of yesterday. I don't know. I don't know about that one. BA here just kind of stuck under 190. Not really doing much. SPY kind of retracing a little bit.
Exactly. It's starting to. That's getting me a little bit to the other side here. Because if they try pop and they can't,
Right.
just a puke can just pick up speed quickly.
Right.
So let me get
Yeah,
some
credit kind of sitting around. So that's why equities are sitting around doing nothing there.
hanging around
Like
the
that's some fresh
Beetlejuice.
highs. Fresh highs on the Tesla.
Tesla.
253. By the way, the tape yesterday, despite the fact that those $1 million buyers came in at 245, the tape yesterday, they just couldn't break the fucking thing down.
Yeah, you know what I want to show you guys too, just so you get an idea of the flow in these larger names. Okay, you know all the
COFD.
shut up. You know all the action we see in Tesla on a day-to-day basis, right? These are I'm posting OI changes right now. What's stuck to open interest? Peanuts. Look at that. They're out of everything by day's end. So all that volume we see, all that volume that goes in so many different lines, this is what carried over to open interest. Gots on Google. So they're flipping them all day long. They flip. That's all they do.
Flipper. Interesting on SPY. I've got what looks to be a break of yesterday's VWAP. I'm going to get today's VWAP on there. I am ready to go short SPY again here.
Yeah, doesn't look that bad. Doesn't look that bad at all. I might join you and queue that up here. What line would you hit?
I got 420s queued up right now because that is
you
my
still
big
holding
picture.
some shit from yesterday anyway?
Yeah, I still have October 6th 421s, and I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna see those through. I'll go out break even on them if I have to.
Schwab, more puts.
Schwab, more puts.
They're just the banks.
Yo, check out your Tesla. Oh man, somebody's getting squeezed on this thing. And as far as those banks are, man, Jesus, 25.75 on that fucking Bank of America. This thing is horrible. This thing is so horrible.
Horrible.
So bad.
By the way, anybody who's interested in that uranium story in the steam room, you could scroll up to before the open. I posted it in the room. A whole note from the city on it.
The old uranium trade.
Yeah, it has something to do with nuclear.
I mean, you'd think.
Yeah,
that CCJ is down again today, bro. CCJ down again today.
Yep. A lot of these commodity names.
I short that thing. God, that was.
Somebody talking about shop. I don't think we should give it flying fuck about shop, man. It hasn't
here's where I'll take SPY if we break down here. This is where I will grab some.
20 minutes or so into the session, the Dow has dipped into negative territory. Little change though on the day now. The Nasdaq Composite is holding on again.
It's all the little buying that's out there is in the Nasdaq. Yeah, that's why I played a little TQQQ. Other than that, there's nothing.
Yeah, it's crap.
3% in bond yields continue to trade lower on the day, holding on 4%.
And as a matter of fact, the banks are seeing put sweeper activity. You know, it's obvious.
Yeah. Yeah. Meanwhile, we're still being held up by something. Maybe it's a couple of tech names.
Nasdaq or whatever. I don't know.
Anything?
More Bank of America puts. More Truist. That's another bank puts.
Trend holdings key in.
Do we have an active signal on the Momo scanner right there?
Momo scanner. That's a credit name NLY. That you collect interest payments.
I'm seeing an active on the Qs right there.
Qs. Oh, maybe the Qs. Yeah, the Qs.
Yeah. So
a little bit of that.
So Qs have one from 948, and reference price is 357.48. Obviously, you're already cheaper than that. That's an interesting scan. Let's take a look at that, guys. The Momo scanner, just so you don't know. This is the tool that we kind of created to flag consecutive orders that hit the tape and obviously kind of signal a possible momentum trade coming. So we do have one active in the queues. The price here is 357.48, and this is on the long side. So let's see. I mean, market does look kind of meh right now. Now we'll see what's going on here. What do you guys got? Daniel is saying, what is the BOA bull bear indicator at after last week?
Not on bull signal yet.
All right, I just shorted SPY.
All right. Okay. Ranchero short SPY. You got 100 lot on that?
Yep.
Yeah,
this is the spot where I'm looking for it to flush out.
Yeah, if you look at the Qs here just kind of dumped out. I'm with you on the SPY. I bought 25 of them.
Boom. Go fill the gap.
The gap would be what, point away from here or something like that? Oh, it's only fucking 5 points.
It's a scalp.
Measly points here.
It's a scalp. It's a little account. Scalping and
Yep.
stacking.
Yep.
Stick and move. Stick and move.
Your opening, your low of day is pretty much right here.
Yep.
Dimitri's saying lots of people sold naked calls on natural gas. So if they get squeezed out of their position during a 20% day, like when James Cordier blew up, then you might get very high premium on $10 calls. What? Because somebody's talking about Boyle here. I remember that natural gas.
Yeah, that's the levered net gas play.
Reverse one. Remember that shit, man? That shit was crazy.
Boyle.
All right, let's pump over to Ranchero P&L here. Oh, it looks like you're already out.
I did. I was looking for flush right there to fill the gap. It didn't happen,
Right.
so I'm taking it off. I got that number pending. What I want is like the bigger move for the day. So until I get it, I'm just going to be in and out until we find the handle. But this is the spot I'm looking at.
Interesting.
Gold, put buying.
Lucci, I was telling these guys this morning, this is I need to build this thing over like 125 if I'm going to start taking more shots with a little bit more patience. Until that, I'm just looking for these little areas to break down and freaking run by the side of the road and pick them off, right? So you see in the window there, the P&L up almost $1,200 so far this morning. I mean, the idea is to do this and stack like 3, 4, 5 grand a day, and then find those days where we can have like a $50,000, $60,000, $80,000 day. That's what I'm continuing to look for.
Wait. So wheat.
So you got the more important economic numbers coming out at the top of the hour.
To answer questions in the screen, do I hit market order? Yes, I'm hot keyed on the market orders. 100 in and out on SPY. I just pick a strike and bam, in, out, in, out. And you see this little bounce? That's why if I don't get the move I'm looking for initially on that flush, when it didn't go fill the gap, that is my signal to say, fine, you didn't get follow through on what I'm looking for out of a scalp, then I step out of the way.
That's a true fucking scalp right there, just in and out, in and out, in and out. By the way, keep an eye on that fucking Momo scanner sign. You know what I mean? I mean, we couldn't sell off right down there. Qs are right back up. Keep an eye on that shit here. I mean, the trade that nobody is really expecting is a further squeeze here.
Right. I agree with that, Lucci. And this number that's pending could just totally, right, be a catalyst.
What's the number again?
It's just factory orders and ISM services index. And then at 10:30, you've got petroleum. That's the one where we might be able to do well on an Exxon trade.
Marv is saying pop on XOM. Yeah, man, I see that. I still like it, man. So I'm still gonna add slowly. But yeah, I do see that pop. The easy money was from the open. That sort of quick scalp fucking hit. GP Raver's talking about Netflix. I mean, Netflix yesterday was comedy.
Yeah, that was painful.
Comedy. Remember, you do still have that Momo scanner up.
Lowest 5 minutes for the next data. August factor orders expected 0.3%. Next transportation seen 0.2%. With that, we'll get the August final durable goods data. Headline expected 0.2% in line with preliminary. Next transportation expected 0.4%. Capital goods orders, non-defense expected 0.9%. Also, typical ISM services index for September expected at 53.
I don't disagree. That guy fucking stresses me out. It's too early to be this stressed out. Like, I'm gonna have a fucking heart attack over here.
A little Rivian bull betting into the strength this morning.
I'm Wicked is saying, is there a reason I never see you play the Qs but always play the SPY? I mean, no. I don't know.
I probably play Qs compared to SPY like once out of 25 times. And Qs just trade a little differently than SPY, but if you
They
catch
definitely do.
Q, it can be good.
They definitely trade differently. I'm gonna run to the bathroom here.
Meters at 39. I mean, you're right there for a bounce. You need a little spark.
CVX just got some bullish action here, huh? But out to November.
That's not helpful.
Yeah, that's garbage, sweet.
Just over a minute to the data. August factor is expected 0.3%. Next transportation expected 0.2%. August final durable goods headline expected at 0.2%. ISM services for September expected 53.5.
Okay. One of the guys here at the office was talking about the FedEx here. Take a look at this FedEx chart. Looks kind of interesting.
You hitting all my triggers today, man.
What, the FedEx?
Yeah.
I mean, it had earnings and fucking blew out the earnings.
Here's what I remember about FedEx. This motherfucker comes to my house in the middle of the day.
Oh wow!
And
here we go.
He comes to drop off shit that needs a signature, and I'm like, "Yo, I'm on a call. I'm busy. Drop the shit off." And then he pretends he can't speak English, and he's like, "No, I need a signature. I can't understand you. I'll be back." And then the shit gets sent back to the freaking original sender.
Just a few seconds.
Fucking FedEx. I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with these guys? Why can't you just leave it at the fucking door, bro?
All right, here comes ISM.
ISM at 53.6 is 1/10 higher than expected. Factor is 1.2%, well above 0.3% expectation. Next transportation at 1.4%. It's about the 0.2% expectation. Durable goods orders at 0.1% for the final reading versus 0.2% expected in the preliminary. Next transportation at 0.4% is in line with preliminary, and capital goods orders non-defense at 0.9% is also in line with prelim. ISM prices paid at 58.9 versus the 58.9 prior. Employment at 53.4 is down from 54.7 prior. New orders at 51.8, down from 57.5 prior. E-factor orders back month revised up 0.10 to 0.9%.
All right, there's your
It
dump
looks
out
like it
here.
came in a little stronger, not much, a little stronger than expected. You know, bulls were hoping weaker. You obviously want weak economic numbers now for the bullish case.
What about your SPY?
I'm looking. It's not doing much.
Yeah.
But 420 puts. I won't force it. If it's not there, it's not there.
Yeah. I added more to the XOM. I got about a 50 lot there. I'm only down like $400 here, so it's nothing.
This is the
much
spot
going
here
on
on
there.
SPY. They're gonna. Yesterday's VWAP So you're below today's VWAP, but they're screwing around here. Now I went and looked at that FedEx, and now I'm all pissed off. I want to short this fucking thing for gap fill.
What else do we have? Do we have anything fucking moving without the indexes here? Rivian, maybe? Nothing?
Tesla
Nah.
was. What's Tesla doing?
I mean, it's holding up. Tesla's holding up really well. Very surprising. But it's holding up really well.
Petroleum is in a half hour.
CCJ seeing some November put activity.
I mean, SPY, you have a breakdown through the lows there, bro.
Communication gets policy statement now after the rate cut saying stronger zloty would help curb inflation. Reiterating may intervene in the FX market.
So you got the dollar strengthening a little bit off the economic news and yields bumping up a little bit.
I keep running my mouth about the CCJ. I'm gonna look at. How come there's no put activity on the CCJ?
There's your red to green, green to red trade on SPY.
Damn it.
That one hit.
All right, let's get these puts back up in the window.
That one hit.
Come on, IB.
Trader is talking about coin. Somebody in the Steam room here talking about coin. I haven't looked at the price of BTC. Where's BTC trading at? Crypto Watch got bought by Kraken, so I can't even.
Crypto Watch? I never heard of it.
Crypto Watch.
The gap fill on SPY getting to yesterday's low anchor. I'm looking at shorting this again, the 420s.
Are you looking for a bounce to get in on, or are you just shooting?
No. I want to see if this little anchor down below holds up. It's no trade. If it breaks, I'm in. I was screwing around looking at the CCJ and friggin' missed my shot here.
A little more put buying in Schwab.
Schwabby.
I just saw some article about SBF again. Jury selection. Man, if you look at crypto news, like look at this shit. Look at this shit. If you look at crypto news versus regular news, like you can see how fucking wild it is. I mean, look at the pictures they use.
Okay, I took SPY short again here.
It's like just drama. So fucking, there's so much drama here.
That's the whole thing behind crypto. No crypto winter. They make it so dramatic, like here in.
Look at this. Look at this. Binance helps Royal Thai Police to seize 277 million from scammers. Where the fuck does that money go then?
I don't know. That's what I mean. That's why this bubble the whole entire thing has to blow. This is insanity. The amount of money. Where does it come from? Where do they get this money from?
Fuck me.
Hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars hacking, pissing away, flying around all over the yard. Where the fuck? Jarred farts. I mean, I've never seen anything like this in my life. It's out of control.
Did he just say jarred farts?
They're jarring farts and selling them.
Who was farting into a jar and selling them?
You didn't hear that? That was at the peak of the bubble. That's when I took a nap in my bunker for a good week. When I heard that.
I can fart in a jar and sell it?
Some porn star was farting in a jar and selling it to guys on Etsy or eBay, one of those fucking things. Okay? People were buying farts in a jar from some porn star.
Yo. How much was he selling them for?
You won't believe it if I told you. Google it. You won't believe me.
Yo, I'm not saying shit.
She was making a fortune.
Oh, it's a her too. This is even better.
Yeah. The guys, younger guys were buying a rag she would wipe her sweat off with after a workout. Ridiculous shit. Boob sweat. That's what it was. Boob sweat. All right, boob sweat. That's how much money was sloshing around there post-COVID.
see if I get another shot at it here. It's like Tropic Thunder, Luch, booty sweat.
Boob sweat. Yeah, that's where had a lot of us freaked out at the end of 2021. Honestly, I mean, a lot of us thought about crash was on the horizon. Forget about bear market after that. That's bubblicious.
You guys watching Ron scalp, like he's fucking a lot faster than the rest of us.
Oh,
FYI,
forget. I couldn't do that.
a lot
I
faster
couldn't.
than the rest of us.
My brain doesn't
Like
work
if the
that way.
shit ain't working right away, that he's out.
That's the way to do it, though.
He's out. He is out. I still like the short. It's just not the tape's not the greatest much area,
Right.
Yeah.
so I don't disagree with you getting out.
Well, I will take it again.
Easy snoring already. Yeah, you don't have that bear tailwind yet. I mean, you got a bounce in the dollar and yields, but you know, no violent move there. Put the call down off the open again. A lot of people trying to catch the squeeze. That's what it is.
I still got a 50 lot of long puts on XOM. I'm in the money now. The entry up there though at 114 was much cleaner. Let's see how much more we can get on this. SPY here just went down again. Ranchero, did you re-engage?
Yep. It's a break of this anchor from yesterday, so I'm looking for a little bit more flush here. Here we go.
Look at the banks. Some bank ETF put action. Disgusting. As far as flow, guys, I mean, maybe that ON $150,000 sweep was the best looking sweep of the morning so far. Other than that, is absolutely nothing.
That SPY worked out nicely though. You just had to.
Got
Wasn't
some
easy to
puts
hold,
in
but
the financial names, Bank of America, Schwab again. But put sweepers aren't all that aggressive either. Just quite.
what's up with DLT, man? So what's going on there? Are we bouncing? Are we not?
Yeah, that's what
What's going on with,
that's what I just was talking about, Luch. I mean, stay with us here, okay? Come on now.
Shit, my bad.
No, nothing going on there. You got a little bullish action off the open that faded out. So here, I'll post my chart over here. You can see. Hold
on. Tesla, they're fading Tesla. Finally faded Tesla back down to 250 here on the Tesla. I mean, if you look at the Nvidia here, Nvidia almost went red, almost. Keyword almost. XOM here trading 113. Welcome from South Africa, man. How are you, sir? We got some people here from South Africa.
Impressive.
What city are you in South Africa, my friend? And what do you trade? You trade options? What access do you have down there as far as trading platforms? I would imagine quite a bit. I think Interactive Brokers is down there anyway. Fresco's on that XOM. I'm looking for. I don't know. I don't know what I'm looking for.
You
exactly.
have puts on XOM?
Yeah, I got puts on XOM. Yeah. I got a 50 lot from 167, and they're going for 185 bid here. I'd like to dump them off at $2. Ranchero, you still got your SPY?
No, out.
Fucking scalping.
I told you I'm building a small account here, so I gotta keep it moving. I like this.
That's what you got to do in this tape here. I mean, even if it's not that quick, you got to be pretty quick, and then the moves you happen to time right, you let them go a little bit, right, Ron?
Yo,
yes, exactly.
Look at a firm. Look at a firm, Jesus.
A firm.
You don't want to do in a small account when you're scalping that size is you don't want to go negative 3, 4, 5, 8 grand. It's because then you got to fight your way back.
Yeah, it's a battle after that.
It's the story of my life at this moment in time.
Oh man, a firm looks. Forget it. That's got a ticket to $14, Mr. Lucci.
Bad, bro. That one is bad. Guys, I'm going to dump half of the XOM here.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
Just going to take this off.
VWAP on it is 113.25.
Run. Somebody sitting in chat here talking about Run here. Solar name. This is still getting obliterated.
Yeah, I think again, most shorted name I think on the street is that Run.
Looks horrible. XLF. Oh, well, we already had that one, right, from earlier? Oh, there's a lot of XLF puts coming out here.
Speaking of Run, you got some at the money June $10 puts.
At the money June $10 puts.
In a sweep, yeah.
All right, I'm going to take a walk around the club here a little bit. Let's just see what's going on. The Melly, the shop, blah. Meta here is down, but it's dead tape. Apple holding despite the downgrade here this morning. If you look at the Tesla, Tesla's already kind of working its way back. It's not really a short either. It's not really a long either. Let's take a look at some of these banks. Banks are at lows for the most part. Let's take a look at oil now. Oil still can't really get a bid here. Oil is not looking too hot.
I want to short this Exxon.
Yeah?
I still want to short it.
I mean, shit. Your easy money scalp off the open, that was much cleaner. That was much cleaner. I'll tell you what right now. If SPY goes back to 422.5, I kind of want to go long.
I mean,
so that's one random idea.
Got petroleum in 15 minutes.
Ah, okay. So you gotta. Okay. Somebody just bought puts on CVX for November 145.
November 145 puts CVX.
How am I doing scalps in small account without PDT? What are you talking about? Do you know where PDT is at?
Yeah,
and it's not a cash account. Just quit jumping to conclusions. To ask the question and then wait for a fucking answer. What do you do? What are you guys doing?
His account is over. He's got 40 racks in there, bro. If you know, but again, maybe you didn't see it. So, I'll be the nice guy, while Ron Chero is the asshole in this equation. I'll do that all day.
When you're ripping scalps and on 100 lots, you don't stop to have a freaking chat with a spot of tea. You gotta go.
If you guys don't have fucking hotkeys too, and you're trying to scalp,
good luck.
My God. Yeah, man. Silver's got a great joke over there. Listen, Ranch's farts in jars, man. They're worth more than 25 racks, bro.
Hey, send me some jars. We'll start filling them.
Send the man a jar. There's your 25 racks right there. Guys, I got nothing. I got nothing.
And guys, you see when I do these positions, Nico's throwing the positions tab up there. Go ahead and show them. Show right now. It's flat. But you can see the P&L for the day, upper left, and you can see the balance upper right.
Upper right, yeah.
What else do you want to see?
Yep.
What's this? Well, that's nonsense. What is it? VLY. That's another regional bank. They usually buy puts in. VLY. Valley National, I think.
Chrissy Trade's talking about the meta short. I mean, again, you just see that you're not getting the juice. You know what I mean?
Jordan, go slap yourself.
Red and Black is talking about that BA. Take a look at that BA, man. BA back down to 188. It's retracing the whole program from yesterday. So there's no love.
Here's
on
your
this
Exxon.
Where's that Exxon? Ah, shit.
I'm taking it short here. I just grabbed 100 of these things.
I only got 15 left.
Let's see if we get it.
Only got 15 left. It looks good though.
Fucking banks. I mean, how's the market gonna rally when you got banks look like shit every day?
I'm right in front of a number, so it's not very smart, but I'm taking it anyway. I'm in there from $1.40. We'll see.
Tucking tape looks good.
Go. Dump it.
Tape looks good. I dumped 5 of them. This was the $2 area that I wanted, so I'm gonna dump some and then just leave a runner 5 lot, measly 5.
They're going to test this low here, and then the 8 EMA is down at 111.5.
It's a cross.
Again, stick and move, stack them up. I should have stuck around in these a little longer, but hey, man.
It was a solid trade idea. I mean, you got the bounce to 114 down here. Solid trade idea.
So this is, I'm taking it off because this is, we're right at the lows. And if it doesn't keep going, I just get out of the way.
Just noted an SEC filing from Penske Automotive, an update on the ongoing Pendragon PLC takeover. Saying on October 4th that they and Henderson Mobile issued an announcement saying that they are not going to be intending to make another offer for Pendragon.
You got a little Avgo put sweep for October.
Fucking that Avgo, man. It's been, it can't sell.
I mean, that's 300 grand. 250 lot.
UK filing now being
PAG
SEC.
Technical spot on Exxon is 111.79. That's the 50-day moving average. There's a gap to fill. Top of that gap is 111.5, and the rest of it is 111.18. If they really get spicy with this thing, not out of the question, and that would be a great day. I mean, look at what they've done to it the last, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trading sessions. They're just beating the crap out of this thing.
They're beating it up.
The Peppering Regional Bank VLY again, put side, Victor Larry Yellow.
209 from 140 on those XOM puts that I had. It's a pretty,
That's nice.
All
I like
in
this,
all.
112 line now. I'm going to switch to that and look for gap. We got the report in 11 minutes.
T minus.
That's the other thing that's got me super twitchy about this is,
of course,
a setup to club everybody over the head.
Of course. I'm going to pull it off. I'm going to roll. I'm going to pull up an option that's kind of a roll here, the 112s. I had the 114s queued up. But I'll take the 113s. I'm going to just have them queued up, ready to go, see what's up with this number. If you take a look at Tesla, here. It's fucking it's almost back to highs, yo.
Yeah, this has been an area where it's had trouble. So if you get this thing to crack here to the upside.
I was thinking the same thing. 255s are going for $3.
This is a trap area, though, so just be on your toes.
Yep.
Just be on your toes.
Oil just dumped here again, so that's probably going to bring down XOM, I would imagine.
Yeah, and then just keep an eye out, though, for that little rope-a-dope, right? They get you all primed up before the number, and then they put the number out, and they hit all the shorts over the head.
33 bonds on October 11th.
Keith just called out AMD highs, which is surprising.
AMD highs,
Here's your low on Amazon or on Exxon.
I see that. All right, guys, we got 10-minute timer here coming up. So in 10 minutes here, we'll move over to the main steam room, which, of course, you guys can still get access to for $8 for a trial period of 2 weeks. Suggest everybody to hop into the actual steam room here, where you get access to all of us and the tools every single day, and a pretty dope community of other traders that you guys have not met yet.
Did you? Somebody's telling me October 20th, BAC 21 calls, 5.6 milli went into that.
What?
Yeah, this was for
5.6 milli, October 20, 21 calls, BAC.
I mean, that's got to be tied to stock or something like that.
What are you talking about? I don't understand what's going on.
I just got a note from somebody
Yeah.
who's telling me they noticed October 20th, 21 calls, 5.6 milli.
Tell him to take that note, right? Crumble it up into a ball and shove it right up their ass.
Oh, I love it.
Little birdie whispering in my ear. Here's your Exxon.
Yeah, man. The
At the lows.
oil looks terrible here. BA is now under 188, man. This is looking fucking terrible.
What's LMT doing? Bad as well.
IEP, is that Icon? I think that's Icon, right? Let me see. Yeah, Icon. Oh, yeah, they play put side in this when the financials are in trouble. So you got Icon puts November 17 and a half, IEP.
All right, Exxon here. She's about to slide off the cracker.
They're hitting other oil names too. RIP, RIG, RIG.
I mean, just pick one. Here you go. Damn, I should have stuck with this.
Fucking, you're telling me. Jesus. That was my good idea for the day. That was it. I made a whopping $200. Has this number come out?
Not yet. That's what I mean. That's why it's so hard to trade. It's so hard to do it in front of this number.
Right. Right. By the way, that Tesla does look kind of like a fake out so far at the high. At the high, Exxon here continuing lower, 112 and a
CCJ
quarter.
Bulls? Really? Oh, it's a piker. Never mind.
Nice program sale here across the board. SPY's at lows on the day. It's a slow bleed here. It is a slow bleed here for the most part.
What we got here? Dow down 100. NASDAQ.
Test the 50.
Up. NASDAQ still green. ES flat. The Russell getting hit again.
It's good to see comments from Fed's Bowman in a speech titled "The Role of Research, Data, and Analysis in Banking Reforms."
Wow.
I'll ask Ron tomorrow in pre-market. He mentioned starting a small account at 10K. Just wondering what he's trading with it, trading style wise. Are you not paying attention to what is happening in here?
But don't answer that. We'll answer that probably tomorrow, or we can definitely answer it for you inside the stream as well. So then you get access to us all the time.
But wait, there's more.
NVIDIA puts weekly.
NVIDIA, really? What's the tagline on that one?
Yeah.
I mean, it's weak.
Weekly 432 and a half. They paid 539.
432 and a half. Paid 539. Huh. Interesting. All right, guys. We are going to move to the main room, guys. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Let us know, too, if the improvements on the stream so far, you guys do enjoy them, or if you guys think we can, we can get them better. We're working slowly every single day just to improve a little bit. We got Ron Chera's P&L up. Soon we'll get Wall Street Jesus is up as well. So
even though there's not much to show over the past 3 weeks, but
and again, guys, you get access to us all day inside the actual room. So I would recommend everybody just pay the $8 and we'll see you inside the room. That way you can hang out with us there. All right, guys, take care.
More Bank of America putsies.
We will see you
All right,
tomorrow.
guys, thank you.
Have a good day, everybody.